Let's look at some additional tools that you can use in Excel to format your chart. I'm going to start by clicking on the chart, and I'll click the Chart Elements button here, and let's mouse over Data Labels. When I hold my mouse pointer over the Data Labels option, you can see the data labels on the chart. They're the actual values being plotted on each column of the chart. There are different placements that we can use for these data labels, but you can see that if you have a lot of data in the chart, data labels can get quite messy, so they may not be appropriate for your particular type of chart. For our chart, we could probably add data labels, but we may want to make the chart columns a little bit wider later on to account for them. Or we may want to select and then format the data labels later on in a smaller font so that they are less intrusive. Let's look now at a data table. A data table is a table of data that appears below the chart, showing the data that is plotted in the chart. This is very useful if you plan to copy your chart to a Word document, for example, or to a PowerPoint slideshow. In this situation, the chart would take its data with it, so that not only can viewers view the chart, but they can also understand the data that it shows. Data tables can have legend keys or not. You can turn the legend keys off or turn them on. If you have a data table with legend keys, there's no real need for the chart itself to have a legend as well, so you could disable the legend feature. So I'll add a data table with legend keys and turn off the legend. For our chart, error bars are not appropriate, so we wouldn't choose this, but we may want to look at grid lines. If we have grid lines enabled, we can then select the type of grid lines that we want to show. We can show primary and major horizontal and vertical, and minor horizontal and vertical. Any of these options, and all of them in fact, can be selected. These options are not mutually exclusive. You can select as many checkboxes as you want. However, for an option like the legend, these features are mutually exclusive, so selecting a legend on the right automatically disables the other legend placements. Various elements on the chart can be formatted individually. So for example, I could click on the title and format the font by right-clicking and selecting font. And here I could choose a font or a font color for my title. I'll select orange and click OK, and you can see the title is now colored orange. It's also possible to right-click an element on the chart and choose Format whatever it is that you have selected. I have the chart title selected here, so I would select Format Chart Title. But if, for example, I had an axis title selected, it will read Format Axis Title. All you're looking for is the Format something. I'll click this and it opens this Format Axis Title task pane. In fact, this task pane is a lot of things, because if I click on the chart title, it becomes a Format Chart Title task pane, and this is a Format Data Series, and this will allow me to format the data table. So I can select any element on my chart and format it using the tools available in this formatting task pane.